Most of all the battles that Natasha faced against Akpabio and some other senators, Yahaya Bello and all the rest, there's heightened attention being paid to her return to the National Assembly today. In fact, security has been heightened in the National Assembly, and that's what we'll be looking at because Akpabio has been humbled, and Natasha is returning to the Assembly. Natasha resumes at Senate today after 6 months suspension. She is coming back to resume to represent her people after being away. Being forced. She was forced to be away for 6 months. Let's look at it in details. After serving her 6 month suspension, the senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti, is set to officially resume plenary session along with other lawmakers today, being Tuesday, because even though, despite the fact that her office was opened some days ago, she has not resumed plenary because the Senate were not in session, but they will resume section plenary activities 7th of October, right? The assurance was given by one of our lawyers, Victor Gewa, in an interview with The Punch. Now, look at what the lawyer said. The upper chamber had earlier shifted its resumption from September 23rd to October 7th, 2025, extending its annual recess by 2 weeks and halting deliberations on several key national issues. In a time where many things were going wrong in the nation, where the nation, Nigeria needs the National Assembly to deliberate on critical issues, the National Assembly were nowhere to be found. In fact, they were on recess for several weeks, and when they were even supposed to resume, they were supposed to resume on 23rd of September. Akpabio and co decided to give them extra 2 weeks. Her legal team, that Natasha's legal team, has warned the Senate against any move to block her entry into the chamber, insisting that the Kogi Central lawmaker had already served out her punishment and is constitutionally entitled to resume legislative duties, because there is fear that, you know how Akpabio does his own things, that there is fear that when Natasha wants to enter into the chamber, that she may be blocked. Remember, there was a time she wanted to resume and she was blocked. So we here at Noble Media, we are watching. Our correspondents is already have an eye in what is happening there in Abuja, over there in Nigeria. I will be giving you updates. Please come under the comment of this video and type Akpabio allow Natasha to represent her people. Akpabio, stop frustrating Natasha. Allow her to represent her people. Remove your eyes from Natasha. Type it in the comment section right now. Gewa expressed optimism, that is a spokesperson of Natasha, saying he believed the worst is over. Gewa said, "To me, our client should just go straight and resume on Tuesday. Anything else they say is just an opinion." As Femi Falana said, the Senate cannot become an institution that legalizes illegality, but most of the time that's what is going on in Nigeria. Even the lawmakers will see the law and trample upon it. You cannot muzzle up the National Assembly to be at the dictates of a few persons. The National Assembly is a creation of law, and its actions must be determined by law, not by the whims and caprices of its leadership. At this instance, Senator Goswe Akpabio. People have wondered, why exactly is Akpabio singling out Natasha for blackmail and witch hunt? Remember that there are about 109 senators in Nigeria, and only 4 of them are women. Among these 4, you are choosing one person, 1 out of the 4, to be passing through this hell, when instead women should be encouraged. According to him, blocking her again would amount to contradicting the Senate's own resolution and plunging the legislature into total chaos. She has served out the 6 months, so whatever is going to be in the court right now is only to determine whether your actions in March was validly made. It has nothing to do with her resumption. If you deny her the chance to resume, it means that you are even going against your own resolution and the reason you suspended her for 6 months in the first place. Because if Akpabio doesn't have any other thing behind the scene, any other thing hidden against this woman, then why wouldn't he allow her to continue representing her people. Remember, it's not just about, this is what we keep stressing. In this whole matter, it is not just about Natasha, it is about the people that elected her to represent the millions of Nigerians that deserve representation. That is total chaos you are fanning, and the National Assembly cannot be seen promoting such, he cautioned. Akpoti Uduaghan has described Senate President Godswill Akpabio as a dictator when she was allowed into her office 2 weeks ago after serving her sanction. Akpoti Uduaghan had described Senate President Godswill Akpabio as what? A dictator when she was allowed into her office for 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago. Remember that within the 6 weeks that Akpabio chased out, suspended Natasha, she was denied her salaries, she was denied her security, she was denied her allowances, and she was denied access to her office. Her return followed the unsealing of her office, located in Suite 2.05 of the Senate wing by the Deputy Director of the National Assembly, Sergeant at Arms, Alabi Adedeji. We here in Noble Media, we gave you that update, gave you the videos when she returned. Upon resumption, the lawmaker who has been on suspension remained resolute, insisting that she has no apology to tender, because people were saying that she should apologize to Akpabio, she should say that she is sorry, but she said, given that what happened, she doesn't have any apology to tender to anybody. She said, it is actually amazing how much we have had to pay in the past 6 months, from the unjust suspension to the recall, but we survived the recall, blackmail, and that crazy lady on Facebook. In everything, sometimes it is good to push the institution to the test. We can't cower in the face of injustice. No one is more Nigerian than us. Senator Akpabio is not more of a senator than I am. That is the truth, because illegality will continue when good people are afraid. You are not talking, you are afraid that if you talk, this one and this one will happen. Be bold enough. Even these crazy politicians that do these evil things, they are bold. They don't send anybody. And the good people, instead of being bold to talk, instead of being bold to take actions, are afraid. He is not the governor. He is not the governor of this place. Yet he treated me as I were a servant or domestic staff in his house. It is so unfortunate that we will have a national assembly being run by such a dictator. It is totally unacceptable. It is totally unacceptable. It is totally unacceptable. Please come under the comment of this video and type, Akpabio allowed Natasha to resume her duties. Remove your eyes. It is totally unacceptable for you to stop her from representing millions of people that voted for her. The office has been locked. The office has been locked since March 6, 2025, when the lawmaker was suspended from the Red Chamber. Akpoti Uduaghan, who had been at the center of a protracted standoff with the Senate leadership, also maintains her defiance, stressing that she had no apology to tender. The embattled lawmaker was handed a 6-month suspension in March, barring her from all activities of the 10th Senate over alleged misconduct during her protest against the reassignment of her seat by Senate President Godswill Akpabio on February 20. Although her suspension formally lapsed in September, she was unable to return due to legal tussles and resistance from Senate leadership. Efforts to reach Senate spokesperson Yemi Adelamodu and the media aide to the Senate president for comment proves unsuccessful, as a record and messages went unanswered. Right? With the National Assembly resuming today after its long recess, that is today being October 7th, the spotlight is firmly on the Red Chamber as Nigerians wait to see whether Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan will be allowed to walk back into plenary or whether she will be blocked at the gate. This is what we are monitoring here in Noble Media. We are monitoring the situation for you. Natasha is made to return today, to resume today, and it is possible that Akpabio will allow her. We just calm down, follow the law. This because of all the calls we have been making on him. Just allow this lady to represent her people. Or it is also possible that the madness, of course, we know how things happen in Nigeria. It is also possible that the madness will continue and they will want to block her way. Of course, they have also tightened security in the National Assembly. They have tightened security in the National Assembly, and this is the things we'll be monitoring for you here in Noble Media. Like this video, share this video, click on join to become a full member of our channel, and most importantly, there's an important video on the screen. Click on it and watch now.